Should you solo main or should you play multiple characters? In my last Evil Thoughts, I talked about an easy strategy for how easy it can be to choose a character in Pokkén Tournament Deluxe. But what happens when you run into a bad matchup? Should you push through it or should you try a secondary character? I'm going to answer that question today. My answer is very simple. There is no strategic benefit to only playing one character. The two main reasons I think you should play multiple characters are 1, because of matchups, and 2, balance updates or when your character gets nerfed. So let's talk about matchups first. Pokkén Tournament is described as a balanced game by many players. I think that's true, but also very not true. It's balanced in the sense that any character can do well in the tournament, but there are very lopsided matchups. Very short story. For the first 4 months of Pokkén Tournament, I switched between multiple characters, but after about month 1, I just stuck with Blaziken and grinded that character super hard, only playing that character thousands of games, and I did very well in my first major tournament. I got second, and then I actually, in winners finals, I lost 3-0 to a Sceptile. Then I won in losers final 3-0 and lost 3-0 to a Sceptile again, that same Sceptile in grand final. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just grind out this matchup. I'm gonna learn it. So I play, the top Sceptiles. I play TJ a ton. Actually, my most popular video on YouTube right now is me just playing a super long set against TJ's Sceptile. Evo shows up, and then I go there, and the first thing that I lose to after getting out of my pool is a Sceptile. It didn't even take a game. So I decided it's not a lack of effort. I'm putting, 8-9 hours a day into grinding Pokken and this matchup. So what I should be doing is, instead of putting all this effort into a matchup that I know is terrible against a character that invalidates my own, how about I just put that same effort into a different character that has tools that are more equipped to deal with Sceptile. So that's how I ended up playing Shadow Mewtwo. I can go more in depth on this story, but you get the point. Now I don't really have to worry about terrible matchups because I can just switch between characters whenever I fight a really bad matchup. You can even look at top players like Slipping Bug, Twixie, Roxo. These players play multiple characters. Either they just really love using multiple characters or they have a character very specifically for certain matchups. The second reason is balance updates or nerfs. I've been playing fighting games for almost a decade and I know what it's like to have your character to be nerfed into the ground after all that effort you spent on it, even after years of playing the character. So for insurance against this, I suggest playing multiple characters just for that reason. If my main character, say Shadow Mewtwo, gets nerfed, I can still play Blaziken, and I've been working on my Darkrai, as you guys can tell from the videos on this channel, pretty hard lately, just so that I can switch between any characters that I want depending on the matchup, or to compensate for the fact that Shadow Mewtwo is not as strong as it used to be. Pushing through nerfs is always an option, but some of your matchups may become very difficult after you've lost certain tools or some of your tools get weaker. So having different characters to fall back on is always useful. So that's the simple answer. Yes, I suggest playing multiple characters. You can avoid very bad matchups that are lopsided in the opponent's favor, and you have some insurance against nerfs against your character. Thanks again, Vichip-Art, for the question. I'll talk to you on the next Evil Thoughts.